What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How's everybody going? I said, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? What's up, y'all? Oh, we got some people in the room. What's up, Abby? Hey, Diamond Pearl was the first one in the room. Hey, little baby. Hey, Amir. Diva. Hey, Boo. Hey, Cindy. Unapologetically, Ramel. Hey, Boo. Brandon. Hi. What's up, Miss Sharon? Hey, Tam. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? Hey, Fran J. How you guys doing? Happy Monday. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend, enjoyed. For those of you who got off today, which should be most of you, I know that there were probably still some places where people had to work today, but most of y'all should have been off today. So, hope everybody had a great 3-day weekend, a great Father's Day. If there are any fathers in the room, happy Father's Day to you. Hey, Dark Liquor Cam, what's up? Hey, Lock Queen, Christia. Hey, D. Uh-oh. Oh, I hit my... Oh, Lord, I done hit the button. Hey, D. What's up? What's up, nephew? So how's everybody doing? We got a couple of things to get into today. A couple of to get into this. We're going to get into... Hey, Nap Queen. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Miss Bill Wiz. Hi. Look, that's my game, honey. That's my game. I love it. Okay. All right, so oh, Abby didn't have no day off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry. Your job don't care. But you get paid extra, Abby. You get paid for working them holidays. And I know you're trying to stack your money for Vegas, boo. I know what you're doing. You're not fooling me, Abby. You know I know. Now you be working them holidays, honey. Stacking that dough, honey. All right, so a couple of things that I want to get into today, you guys. First of all, where's my water? Because I am thirsty. I have water bottles right here. Do I have my little flavor packets? Y'all know I like my little flavor packets for my water. Child, I went out today to get my TSA pre-check done. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I kept forgetting to do it. But I did it today. The first place I went, I was worried because I was like, well, this is TSA. That's like a government agency. I was worried that they were going to be closed, but they let me make an appointment online and everything. So I went up there. I get up there this morning. Child, why the lady that's supposed to be the TSA pre-check lady, she got sick. So they would send her home, right? Now listen, I wasn't mad about them sending her home because at the end of the day, last thing I want is for somebody to be sick and in my face. Okay. So I wasn't mad about it, but I was like, oh my goodness. Like today was the perfect day. I didn't have to worry about taking off work. But y'all know what I found out up here in my area now. I can't speak for y'all's area. If you ever looking to do a TSA, do your paperwork for TSA pre-check, and Abby, you need to go ahead and do it. You need to go ahead and do your paperwork for TSA pre-check. They do them at most Staples. At least up here they do. So my appointment was at a Staples, and that lady got sick, and they just sent me to another Staples. Now, it's not at every single Staples, but it's at a lot of the Staples. So, you can go to the actual airport. But, of course, but the airport, by the time you pay for parking, in most places, you got to pay for parking at the airport and all of that, and it's just a lot. You got to go in the airport and go to the office. But this was real easy. It only took me, literally, it might have took me 15 minutes. It might have taken me 15 minutes to do it. You did yours at the Staples in Rockville. I ended up doing mine at the Staples in on Annapolis Road. So if you guys are ever interested in doing TSA pre-check, which I recommend, check into that. If you travel internationally, you can just get global entry, and TSA pre-check is included as part of the pack. Yeah, you're right. Global entry. You know what? That's probably what I need to do because I was looking at that too. Because global entry, you can blah, blah, blah. With global entry, don't you get an expedited go through customs? Don't you get to go through customs faster? Oh yeah, do that first, Abby. Do that first. Yeah, the staple is hiring an ATL for TSA. Okay. Hey, cool gamer. Yeah, so Lauren Bishop. Hey, what's up, Tabitha Speaks? Hey, boo. So Lauren Bishop, with global entry, does that includes being able to go through customs, right? Fast. Go get like an expedited line through customs. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even think about that because I was just thinking about getting it in general, but for global entry, you have global entry and Nexus. Get global entry. Well, I done already paid for the TSA now. You can go through customs faster. All right, well, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and do that. Damn, I should have thought about that first. Shoot. Because my domestic trips isn't a problem, but next month, I mean in August when I go to France, I'm definitely gonna wanna because that customs line is no joke, child. Going and coming. What's up, Xavier? That customs line going and coming is no joke. You know what? All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to do that. Let me write. Y'all know I gotta put it in my notes because y'all know I be done forgot. Hold on, let me put that in my notes. What's up, y'all? Hey, boo. What's up, Tracy? So hold on. Global entry. I'm gonna have to look that up and see how to do that and how long that takes and stuff. Dang, I should have done that. I didn't even think about that, y'all. Thanks, Rome. It's oh Lord. You talking about the driver's test. Okay. First of all, let me say this to y'all. Now, y'all know we do a lot of reality shows here. We talk a lot about, the reality shows that are we talk about the family friendly reality shows. Hey Brown, thank you. Mwah! Thank you so much. We talk a lot about the family friendly reality shows, and we say they don't always get a lot of clout. They don't always get a lot of attention, but we talk about how sometimes we get sick of all the mess all the time. So let me recommend to you guys Judge Joe Brown's show. I'm gonna recommend Judge Joe Brown's show. It is. We talked about that before. We were talking about how Reverend Run's show was family friendly. Kim Whitley's show, Flex Anderson. Like we talked about all these different Holly Robinson Peets. We were talking about Judge Mathis. I think it started last night on ETV Entertainment ETV. And listen, it's Judge Mathis and his family. And let me tell y'all something. I'm going to recommend it from the point of view of it is a family-friendly show. As of right now, it doesn't look like no whole lot of mess. The biggest conflict on the show is his younger son look like he's a spoiled brat who just does what he wants to do without any repercussion and without worrying about how it might affect other people. And his brothers and sisters had to gather him. It came on Bravo. Okay, I'm sorry. It came on Bravo, y'all. And how his family had to gather him. His brothers and sisters had to gather him. That's been the most conflict so far. But even that was not done in a aggressive manner. It was like look, we your family and we need to talk to you about some things. I don't want family friendly after the Todd Chrisley debacle. Todd Chrisley. Y'all heard Nanny Faye has stomach cancer, y'all. I hate to hear that, especially with them going through everything else they're going through. But yeah, they announced that last week that Nanny Faye has been battling stomach cancer since last year. So yeah, Judge Mathis. Isn't what I said? Did I say Judge Mathis? I hope I okay. If I didn't say Judge Mathis, okay. You liked it. He is funny from the Wendy Williams show. He is gutter. Who, the son? I didn't watch the Wendy Williams show, so I didn't know nothing about the son. You know what? Mary in the earlier seasons were good, but baby, after them, all that information about them affairs came out, and they tried to, and then they wanted to fire their manager, but they couldn't fire their manager because their manager was the one that had gotten them the reality show. So as long as that reality show was on the air, he was going to be on that show. Then it just went left. I'm going to be honest with you. Mary, some people shouldn't do reality. Tina should not do reality. Now, Erica was cool. Juju or was it the Google? They was cool, but Tina don't need to do reality TV. It's not for her. It's not for her. Some people should not do reality TV, and that's just Tina. It's not for her. After she found out about her husband, she should have just bowed out gracefully because it just won't. It won't. It, it won't good. I think it came on both networks. I think it came on E and it came on Bravo. Honestly, I think it came on both. But let me say this. I started to go live last night and just do like a quick little 10-minute little video to tell y'all to go to check it out. Because again, a lot of times we talk about we're sick of the drama, we're sick of the fighting and da. And I was like, but the ratings on these family-friendly shows aren't usually that good. And so they end up getting canceled after 2 or 3 seasons because people don't watch them. Listen, and I'm gonna give y'all my honest assessment of Judge Mathis. And I'm debating about reviewing it just because, again, I want to put my money where my mouth is. I want to support the family-friendly shows, even though it really ain't a whole lot there. Let me say this about Judge Mathis' show. It's all over the place. It really is. It's all over the place. The scenes are not congruent. They don't connect. Okay. It really looked like they filmed a bunch of scenes and then they edited it together. If I'm being honest, I'm going to be honest, right? But it's funny. It's family friendly. And let me tell you something. If you watch Judge Mathis, it's great to see him in this light because he's silly. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He allows himself to be the butt of the jokes. Like he really is that guy, right? And so it's nice to see him that way because you see him on the show. You see him always calling somebody a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? You see him always, being this hard guy. But it was really nice to see him. It was nice to see him that way. And again, it's all over the place. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. They showed 2 episodes last night. There was no congruent, storyline. The only storyline, he's very likable on the show. He is. What's up, Quintessential? Hey, boo. The biggest storyline of the show is he's bringing all of his kids together for the first time in a long time. All of them. He has 4 kids. All of them are going to be living together. And what's funny is 2 of his kids were living right here in DC. And I was like, damn, I wish I knew them. Because they look like they some cool people to hang out with. His daughter she was a prosecutor here in DC. The son he's a government. He works on Capitol Hill. Looks like he was working for they said what his last job was, but he's in politics. He wants to be a politician. He has another daughter who is also an attorney, but she actually lives in LA. She's married with she just had her 2nd child. And then the baby, they have the baby son who he's the screw up of the family, right? He's the screw up of the family. He's in production. He produced he worked on Judge Mathis' show, and now he's working. I guess I said he was working on Wendy Williams. But he did a 90-day fiance situation. He married some woman from Sweden, and unfortunately, they got married right before the pandemic. And he said, literally, our whole relationship had been long distance, and we went from long distance to being trapped in a house with each other all day, every day, and realized, you know what? Maybe this wasn't supposed to happen. And so now he's been separated for 7 months, but now he has like a serious girlfriend again. And his family is like, listen, well, his brothers and sisters are like, listen, I'm gonna need you to slow down a little bit. Like, you got us all invested in this other woman. Mama was calling her daughter. We was calling her sister. We really liked her. We were all, we were all in on this relationship. And now you done broke up with her. We don't even talk to her anymore. And you got this whole nother girlfriend, and everybody's supposed to just go along with it. And we're like, we think you might need to slow down a little bit and like get to know who you are first. So it was cool. It was cute. The other one that I thought was really good was his son, the one that lived here in DC. He's gay, and he's literally coming out on this show. Like, he came out before the show, but not too far before the show. Him and his boyfriend, it was one of those, they were basically living a don't ask, don't tell type of lifestyle. It was like, if you knew, you knew, but they didn't go out. They weren't open about it. They weren't. And it was a really powerful scene last night that I thought was interesting. And he said part of the reason why he hasn't come out publicly is because he said every time his dad spoke out for gay rights on his show or said anything positive about LGBTQ on his show, he got a lot of backlash and he got a lot of negative comments and stuff like that. And so he said, I just didn't want to put that on him. I didn't want it to affect him. And his father said, Judge Mathis said, listen, I don't want people who are homophobic watching my show. I don't want people who are racist watching my show. So if you thought you were doing me a favor by hiding that, like, you weren't, because let's be clear, if they're going to have a problem with me because I'm pro LGBTQ, that's not who I want watching my show anyway. So you're doing me a favor. I said, I know that's right, Judge. I know that's right. So it was good. I would recommend it, y'all. I would recommend it. And maybe I will review it. Because, again, like I said, I know it's probably not going to get a lot of views, but I was like, I put my money where my mouth is, right? Anyway, now speaking of family-friendly shows, that just take us right on into the other stuff. T.I. mad, y'all. Now, Abby, before you say we don't care, because I know you are literally typing that as we speak. As soon as I said T.I., you started typing we. You already had the W and the E type because you type fast, okay? Before you say we don't care about T.I. next, I already know what you're going to type, okay? I can't do Judge Joe Brown. Listen, I can't do Joe Brown. I can't. Sorry. I can't do Joe Brown. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Honey. You never heard of his show? I think it just debuted last night. It literally debuted last night. And I think it's called Mathis Family Matters or Mathis Family Values, something like that. Abby said, don't act like you don't know me. Because I already knew what you was going to say about Clifford. Now, listen. T.I. is mad at VH1 because he said that VH1, after 13 years of a relationship, that VH1 could just cancel his show without any, basically off of rumors and innuendo. He just is just disrespectful. Now, I was reading from the Jasmine brand, and the Jasmine brand said that back when, remember when, for those of you who used to watch, what's up, DMV? What's up, Yana? Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Leo. What's up, nephew? Hi. Remember, hey, Alikala. Hey, boo. Remember when they basically rebranded the show because they were going to cancel the show before. And remember when they rebranded the show, and that's when they added Monica, Latoya Luckett, and Toya, Lil Wayne ex-wife Toya, Ray Janae's mama. Remember when they added them onto the show? That was them sort of rebranding, trying to sort of save the show because T.I.'s kids were getting older. Some of the younger kids didn't want to film, like what's the youngest one? Major didn't want to film anymore. He didn't want to do the show anymore. And then, his other kids were older and, they didn't really want to expose everything they had going on. So they sort of had to bring in other people and rebrand. But also VH1 was actually getting sick of T.I. According to the Jasmine brand, they had sources quoted as basically he was hard to work with. He was hard to get along with. And basically VH1 was just sick of him. And so I feel like they use that as a, hey, Queen Diva. Mwah. I feel like they use that as an excuse to do what they kind of wanted to do anyway. Sometimes a show has good ratings, and so you try to make it work. But ultimately, if you're just sick of it, you just sick of it, right? I like the rebranding. I like the rebranding too because I liked seeing different people. And I'm with you, Xavier. I kind of did want to see the whole situation with Latoya Luckett and her husband. I would have been curious as to how much they would have let us see. How much would they have shown us? But I'm going to be honest, out of all of the couples on that show, I feel like Latoya Luckett and her husband were probably the most transparent. I feel like they were the most transparent as far as showing us what was really going on. Because we saw that their marriage was in trouble. Like, them getting a divorce, I don't think, if anybody watched that show, I don't think anybody was shocked to find out that they had a divorce. And I don't think anybody was shocked to find out that he allegedly was cheating on her, because he was flying back and forth to Texas, on a regular basis. And he always seemed to pick a fight before he left. Y'all notice that? Y'all noticed that before he went, before he flew down to Texas for a couple of weeks to visit his daughter, y'all notice how he always picked a fight, and then he would be ghost and wouldn't call her and wouldn't talk to her for a couple of days. Did y'all notice that pattern? Because I did. I watched it because of LaToya Luckett. I'm waiting on Major's interview with Gail. Listen, Major didn't want I thought that was so funny when Major didn't want to do the show, because remember, they were getting paid. They were making money. They were getting a paycheck. And Major didn't want to do it anymore. And I don't blame him. Major seems, he's very intelligent, and he definitely seems like he is over all of it. And Toya, Tiny, all these T's. Tiny even said that he's the one that doesn't, he don't care about his clothes. She was like, he could put on his Crocs, a t-shirt, and some shorts. Like, he don't care if it's designer, name brand, like none of that stuff. He don't care about none of that. Like, he just want his books and want to be left the hell alone. And I really feel like he the only one that got it figured out. She said he just want his books and want to be left alone. Like, he does not fool with it. Fool with them like that. T.I. messed up the church's money. Well, again, because remember, VH1 stuck with him when he went to jail. Remember that? That show was on before he went to jail. And they stuck with him while he was in jail. They kept filming. They mainly filmed with Tiny and stuff like that. So I feel like VH1 has had your back, sir. Let's not act like they haven't stuck with you and they ain't had your back, because they have. Right. Yeah, exactly. Major gonna be the one with the tell on. Right. What's up, Philly John? Hey, Chat with Lachey. How you guys doing? Hey, Tracy. Both my Tracys are here. Hi. So anyway, T.I., and what I feel like happened was, because originally VH1 put the show on suspension. Y'all know how they suspend before they cancel. I feel like the fact that he posted today, it makes me think that maybe VH1 has made a final decision and they're not going to bring the show back. Because up until this point, like, they suspended the show last year sometime. Back when the accusations first popped down, they suspended the show. So the fact that he posted today makes me think that maybe VH1 officially canceled. Because, a lot of networks are making their decisions for their fall programming and stuff like that. And I feel like they've officially said, yeah, nah, we're good. Thank you. Thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? Child, Major gonna be all right, because Major gonna go mess around, go away. Major gonna be the kid that's gonna mess around, go away to school, and just not come back. Yeah, I hate that too. Alika LaToya seems like a really nice and genuine lady. Hate that she had baby number 2 for him when it was all going down. Yeah, I hate that too, because it seemed like that it was already they were in a bad space when she got pregnant, unfortunately. It seemed like it. From the outside looking in. Wasn't that Tiny and Shekinah show when T.I. was incarcerated? Shekinah was a lot. She was on the show a lot. They never renamed the show or anything. What happened was, and this is all allegedly. What happened was, Shekinah and T.I. didn't like each other. They fell out. They used to be cool, but they fell out. And they fell out during, let me tell y'all something. Here's a perfect example of when your friend is going through it with her man, or some vice versa. Keep your mouth shut. Because one of them times when Tiny left T.I. and they broke up, Shekinah made a lot of comments. Shekinah said a lot of stuff about T.I. And what happened was, T.I. and Tiny got back together. So now Shekinah is odd man out here looking crazy, because you thought you was defending your friend and you thought you had your friend's back, but your friend done went back to the bull hockey. And now you over here looking crazy. And so what happened was, T.I. got her fired. T.I. got her fired from the show. And that's when they did. I'm sorry. Wednesday, Thursday. What? I'm sorry. I just got an email from work saying something stupid. Anyway, um, what happened was so when they did the Tiny and Shekinah show, that was sort of like, I think that was Tiny's way of kind of giving Shekinah something, because at that point she had been fired from the Family Hustle. She had been fired from the Family Hustle. So that's what I heard, how that went down. That is what I heard. Now that is all allegedly, but allegedly that's what happened. That T.I. got her fired from and that came from Shekinah. When Shekinah got mad and she kind of told all the business, Shekinah said that. She said that T.I. got her fired from the show. And she said that in some interview. You know how she get mad and she tell all the business. So she said that. So that came out of her mouth, but that's allegedly, because VH1 ain't say that's how it went down. So, and T.I. and them ain't say that's how it went down. But yeah, he got her fired from the show. And so that's when they did the little spinoff with the two of them. I learned my lesson. If you're not my blood sister, I ain't got no brother. So I'll be telling people anything about their relationship. Listen, let me tell you something. Even my blood sister, I told my sister before, because see, she used to do that same stuff. You would tell me when he made you mad. You would tell me when he did something you didn't like, but you didn't tell me the good stuff. You ain't tell me all the good stuff. So when y'all got back together now, you mad because I don't like him, or you mad because I'm looking at you sideways, but you don't never tell me none of the good stuff. So at this point, listen, if he ain't putting his hands on you, at this point, if you like it, I love it. Now that I got my nephew, as long as he ain't putting his hands on you or he mistreating my nephew, child, if you like it, I love it. Because clearly, you know, you out here looking crazy and defending people, and then they got you looking crazy. So, but then Tiny stole Shekinah and Shaky's show they was working on. Yeah, now Morgan. Now that gets into a whole nother situation that happened. That happened what, last year, the year before last? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey Sam J, what's up? So yeah, that's what had happened with down to the T.I. and Tiny and Family Hustle situation. But I did enjoy the show. Even when it was just them, I liked it. I mean, T.I. got on my nerves, but I liked the show. You know, right, as a friend, you give your support, but be neutral, diplomatic in public, because at the end of the day, that person is still their spouse until they get a divorce decree. Facts on facts. Sure. All right, what else we talking about here today? Oh, that's the wrong piece of paper. Oh, I done wrote the wrong thing on the wrong piece of paper. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I wrote global entry on the wrong piece of paper. Let me find the right piece of paper. Okay, let me write it on this piece of paper, because I won't never see that piece of paper, because that piece of paper I'm about to put in the trash. Let me write global entry over here so I can look that up. Global. And I hope it's not expensive, because I just paid to do TSA pre-check, damn it. Anyway. No, I did not know Latoya Luckett has a YouTube show. I'm going to have to look it up. I did not know that. I'm going to go check it out. I'm surprised the Latoya never didn't, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm surprised she never did that, because from my understanding, they asked her. From my understanding. Bye, Romel. Have a good evening, babe. All right. So Rob and Kim, nope, not Rob. Rob and Blac Chyna, it seems like they allegedly have settled. It's about $100. Ooh, but it's a 6-month process. Oh, that ain't gonna work. But then I'm not gonna have that done by the time I go to France anyway. So I mean, I might do it, but ain't no rush in me trying to do it now, because it ain't gonna be here. That's what I'm saying, Xavier. I wonder why she refused, because she did one reality show. I wonder why she didn't want to do Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. I know she was asked, so I was wondering. Anyway, so yeah, the jury selection was supposed to start today in the trial, but the jurors actually showed up, and then they were told that they would not be needed because the case had been settled. So I'm sure we'll never get the details of what they settled for, what the settlement was behind closed doors. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like, if you ask me my opinion about what happened behind closed doors, I feel like they leveraged. I feel like they leveraged what she owes the Kardashians against the case with Rob. I feel like they leveraged that, to be honest with you. Because in my opinion, I know nothing is open and shut. Nothing is perfect. But honestly, I feel like she had a good case against him, which is probably why up until now she didn't want to settle. So I find that to be interesting. But the case is settled, so we're not gonna get the drama. I was looking forward to a couple of weeks of some more Kardashian and Blac Chyna drama. You know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to a little bit more of that. But that case has been settled, so we won't be getting the drama. And I'm assuming that at this point there's no more Blac Chyna. Like that's a wrap. Chyna better tell her mama Tokyo would tell the world. Child, she better not tell her mama. You right. You right about that. Family Hustle was family oriented. Real Housewives of Atlanta is probably too messy. That's a good point, Philly. That's a good point, especially with what she has going on with her husband and stuff, ex-husband. They probably would want her to talk about it. So yeah, that might be why she decided to not do it. That's true. Yeah, that's a wrap. Again, I didn't realize that jury selection was supposed to start today. You can get your global entry expedited because you already got a trip lined up. If you have reservations and tickets, tell them when you set up the appointment and bring the stuff to the appointment. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it tomorrow, and I'll see what they talking about. Because I didn't think about it until now, but I definitely would like to have that option to be able to. I mean, at the end of the day, I won't die if I can't, because I've had to go through customs before. It is what it is. It won't be my first time. It won't be hope, Lord willing, it won't be my last time. So, it is what it is. But if I can do it to avoid it, I definitely would, because, that's just one less thing for me to have to do, child. Flying is crazy. I'm really nervous about my flights because, I got about 3 flights this summer, and with them canceling flights and everything else, I ain't gonna lie. It's nervous. It's a nervous thing. I ain't even gonna lie about that. Family Hustle stopped being family oriented after T.I. cheating came to the forefront. But you know what? They never brought a lot of that to the show. They talked about the fact that they were separated and stuff like that, but they still didn't make it salacious. They still didn't get into the details of who, what, when, where, how. You know what I mean? They still kept it pretty classy. Yeah, they canceling flights and all kinds of stuff. So I just pray that none of my flights get canceled. I know for all the tickets that I purchased, I'm gonna have to get the insurance on them, cause I ain't got the energy, child. I don't have the energy to play that game with them. I'm gonna have to just pay that little bit of extra money when they start canceling flights and stuff. Each period will be supervised by allow 3 teachers other periods to complete their grades and close our business. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a quick second. Period 1, Math, Social Studies, and School Suspension Admin. Period 2, English, Science, and School Suspension Admin. Period 3, PE Health. Period 4, English. This is stupid. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just stupid. Anyway, my sister who works for American Airlines keeps telling me to book the first flight out whenever. Yeah, that's going to be, well, for my flight to France, I have a night flight. But because it's an overnight flight anyway, I like doing the overnight flights when I fly internationally because I sleep well. I don't sleep too well on flights, but I'm gonna try to sleep. But by the time I get there, it's morning. And I don't have to work, and I have that whole day when I get there. Happy Juneteenth to you too, lovely 31. But when for my flight that I'm going to Detroit, I'm gonna try to get the first. That's my goal, is to get the first thing, get on the first book on the first flight out again. So I'll have that whole day when I get, because it don't take but 2 hours to get to Detroit because it's an hour time difference. So it's only like 2 hours to get to Detroit. Um, and then my trip to Louisville. So I heard some people got stuck in the country where they had their vacations. They had to reroute to another country, close by country. Yeah, they're canceling flights everywhere. They're canceling flights everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, that is good information, Abby. Yeah, King is gonna be the one that. Yeah, King is, in my opinion, King is gonna be their problem child because the rest of the kids seem to do pretty well. You know, the oldest daughter, she's doing her own thing. She's got a baby now. She got her little boyfriend. The other two sons, one is doing music. The other one went to college. His youngest daughter, I think she just graduated from high school. She's going to college. So it's King and Major, and then that baby. That baby, they're gonna have her a record deal in the next 2 years, child. That look got that girl singing everywhere. But yeah, girl, as a flight attendant, you sat on the tarmac for an hour. Oh my gosh, I did that one time. Oh my god, that was horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna get the insurance. I'm definitely gonna get the insurance. Yeah, I definitely I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Hey Vanessa, how you doing? All right, so that's that. All right, y'all remember last month when we reported, or back, it was back in May. Well, no, that was last month. This is June. Duh. Remember we did the story about Rajon Rondo from the NBA star who allegedly, you know, he held the gun on his baby mama, and there was some, you know, some things going on with that. Well, remember y'all said that they was going to end up dropping the charges because she was going to end up dropping the charges. Well, it looks like that's exactly what happened. The charges were dropped. The temporary restraining order, you know, you only get 30 days on a temporary restraining order. You get it extended, you got to get the permanent one or whatever. So it seems like it says that they reached an agreement, him and the baby mama, they reached an agreement and they would not be pursuing any further charges. Y'all, assuming her story was true, which I have no reason to doubt her story, but assuming that her story was true, y'all, we gotta stop. And when I say we, I mean all of us, because domestic violence goes both ways. We have to stop. If that man did what you said that man did, and again, I don't have no reason to doubt this woman. If that man did what you said he did, meaning, because you said in your court papers, you said this ain't the first time. So if he's done what you allege that he did, girl, she loves the lifestyle. Not T.I. and Tiny are the problem children. Y'all, we gotta stop. We just have to stop. It's serious. When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. And if this person has shown you that this is who he is, you can love him all you want. There's nothing wrong. Love is love. Great. Yes, whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to protect you and you got to protect your children. That's it. That's all. Because again, that's assuming that what she said was true. Because I don't have no reason to believe that this woman is lying, but it is, child. It is. It is. Anyway, moving on. Because I don't want to dwell on this. They be spamming the hell out of my comments. Oh my Lord. Okay. So let me read you guys something. Y'all tell me what y'all think after I read it to y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Allegedly, before I get to this, allegedly, Wendy Williams was not asked to come back for the final show. Now, somebody said last week that they asked her and she refused or she didn't respond or whatever. Now, this I say allegedly because this is coming from Jason Lee, and according to Jason Lee, the queen is dead. So I can't say that just because he said it is true. But he claims that he actually talked to Wendy, and Wendy told him that she was not asked to come back for the final show. And they also are reporting that they're also reporting that they are throwing away the memorabilia from the show. I'm like, first of all, at the very least, you could sell it. You could sell it. You know what I'm saying? You could sell it. Y'all don't have to throw that woman's stuff away like that. They allegedly they threw away like wigs and stuff that she still had in the dressing room. Now the wigs, I understand. I understand them throwing the wigs away, okay? But they said they threw away some of the furniture and stuff. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's what I'm saying, Xavier. I'm just telling y'all the court. That's why I had to tell y'all who my source was, okay? According to Jason Lee, he said that he talked to Wendy, and Wendy said that they did not invite her back. Now, that doesn't mean it's true. That does not mean it's true. I'm just telling you what they had said, okay? I agree. I think they're just doing them wrong. I think they're doing Wendy wrong. I do. I just think there was a better way they could have handled it. Leo, according to there's a shortage of pilots, I believe. Staff and pilots, because I know there's this one lady on TikTok that works for Southwest, and she keeps posting about they hiring and posting information about the hiring dates and stuff like that, child. Yeah, child. Jason Lee. Yeah, Hollywood Unlocked. Whenever y'all see Hollywood Unlocked, that's Jason Lee. That's his blog, and he said that the queen was dead, child. Allegedly, they threw out her purple chair. Why can't she pick her stuff up? If you left, got fired, or retired, you could pick your stuff up. That's what I'm saying. I just, again, this is all allegedly, y'all. This is all allegedly. Jason was hell-bent and was sticking beside the queen. He still ain't retracted it. The queen done had a whole jubilee. She done had a whole jubilee. And he still ain't retracted it, child. Anyway. Child, I would have cleaned my desk out months ago. If she borrowed from the property, I'm thinking she might not be, maybe she's not allowed to come to the property. I don't know. I'm just saying that's allegedly, y'all. All that's allegedly because, you know, I'm not down there. I don't know. That is all allegedly. Yes. He posted on Hollywood Unlocked that the queen was dead. And people kept saying that, you know, because at first people, because the funny thing was nobody really picked it up. They were like, what? Because let's be clear, if the queen had died, do y'all really think Hollywood Unlocked would have been the first people to know? Like, Hollywood Unlocked? Really? Like, y'all got somebody in the palace? Like, that's who y'all think we're gonna find out from first? Anyway. They could have at least gave the chair to the Smithsonian. They could have gave it to somebody, child. Side note, wonder what brand Jason going to create next. Hollywood Unlocked did their last episode a little over a week ago. Oh, they did? I don't follow it like that. I didn't know. They have a pic with the Queen and Meghan's daughter, so Jason needs to stop. Child, she had a whole jubilee. She was on TV. Like there was a weekend long celebration, and she was at all of, well, I can say she was at all of them, but she was at enough of them. They had a weekend long celebration. The queen out here weekend at Bernie's. Queen, Miss Honey, I'm not doing that with you. He thought the queen was going to die because she got the Rona, so he said, I'm going to throw something out the wall and hope it sticks, right? Yeah, because that's when he reported it. He reported it when she had got COVID. Mm-hmm. All right. Something else. I know I'm going to say his name wrong. Reggie Jean Page. Is that who? Yeah, I know I'm saying it wrong. The guy from Bridgerton, child. The prince from Bridgerton. He is in talks to return to season 3, out of opting out of the second season. So he is in talks to return for season 3 of Bridgerton. I hate to be the one to say it, but usually when people do stuff like that, that means that everything he thought was gonna happen ain't paying out, and he need to go back to Bridgerton. That is, oh, it's pronounced Reggie. Okay, so Reggie Jean Page. Okay, um, that's exactly what it was. Usually, when you see people double back like that, all those offers and all all those people that was singing your praises and was big up in you, and you thought all these doors was gonna open up to you, that may not have opened up the way you thought they was gonna open up. That don't mean he didn't make no money. That don't mean he hasn't done other projects. But I think he thought it was gonna be a whole lot more happening, and he like, well, shit, let me go on over here and get this paycheck. Let me go on wrap around and get this paycheck. Especially since, like, um, especially since it wasn't like you was gonna be the main character. You could have filmed a couple of episodes. A couple of scenes here and there, bruh. He thought he was about to be a leading man. So far, he's only been in supporting roles. Yeah, he did. He was in For the People, and he was in For the People. The Duke. That's it. The Duke, not the Prince. You're right. The Duke. The Duke. The Duke. Yeah. So yeah, that. I mean, when I see stuff like, and I'm not saying that that's always what it is, child, but when I see stuff like that, I be like, Okay, to the Beehive. Allegedly, Beyonce is dropping her first single tonight at midnight. It's called Break My Soul. It's supposed to drop at midnight tonight. So y'all, I'm sure y'all gonna be at 11:59 waiting. Okay. I'm sure I'll hear it at some point. Oh, Lord, Alikala. Oh my goodness. But is he in this book? Probably not. Probably not, child. Anyway. He's also in the new Roots, but nothing like Bridgerton. Yeah, but that was, I'm talking about after Bridgerton, it was supposed to be all these doors opening up to him. So, all right. Now let me read y'all this, and we'll talk about it after I get done reading this, okay? Happy Father's Day to all the men who showed up. I have an amazing father who loves all of his girls and shows up even still today. And of course, I would be the one to proudly have 2 baby daddies. This is Tamar. My bad. I forgot to tell y'all this was Tamar, child. This was Tamar. Of course, I will be the one to proudly have 2 baby daddies, except it's only for one child. At Vincent Herbert and David Asefo, you both do beautiful, outstanding job at showing up for Logan. Time and time again, he is so blessed to have 2 daddies, one from blood and one from spirit, who loves him the same. You both have been a big support to not only him, but to me also. Thank you both for being heaven sent. Just when you think you have to do it alone, God shows up and does the work for you. If you get out of your way and make it about the kids and not you, watch how God moves. I'm beyond grateful. Now, let me say this. I'm a firm believer in, when people who have children they date, you have to be very careful about who you bring into your child's life, because once you bring them in their life, then it's not fair for you to rip them away. Um, and so with that being said, I'm assuming that David has continued to be a part of Logan's life even after their relationship has ended. But I have 2 things to say. And again, I'm on the outside looking in, y'all. I'm on the outside looking in. If this man was so toxic and abusive to you, is that the kind of person that you want around your child? Now listen, have no problem with her acknowledging him. If she has allowed him to continue to be a part of Logan's life and he has stood in as a father for Logan, I ain't got no problems with that. That's not even my issue. That's not my issue. My issue is the way in which you claim that man treated you, and at the point, and also the way you claim he treated Logan, because you claim that he ain't treat Logan all that great either. Let's be clear. Hey D, what's up, boo? I knew it. She was going to get back with David. Well, she's come back and said that her and David are not back together, that they not getting back together. She did respond because people blew up her comments, but she did respond. Tamar is still mourning. Maybe this is her way of forgiving. But that doesn't sound like a I forgive you. That sounds like a you are still very much a part of his life. Which I'm a firm believer. Like I said, you have to be very careful who you bring in your child's life. You have to be very careful about that, because once you bring them in, you got to be fair about letting them stay. Thank you, D. I appreciate the support. Mwah. Thank you. And I do know that Tamar has been doing the work. And I do know that Tamar has been, going through what she needs to go through with therapy and stuff. And so maybe now that she is no longer being the toxic person, maybe what she said about David wasn't quite accurate. Maybe David wasn't the devil that she painted him out to be. I don't know. But I did find out to be interesting that because she has mentioned David a few times on Instagram, and people have said that people have been questioning whether they got back together, because she has mentioned him a few times. She must not remember all the times we had to take her side with all the abuse with that man. Child, I ain't had to take her side. Let me see what Yana say. They definitely still back together, because I won't be surprised to find out. That's all I'm gonna say. And when he was claiming stuff against her to the point where he wanted no more parts with the show, and his face blurred from stuff. Both of them, it got bad with both of them, because remember, he was saying stuff about her, she was saying stuff about him. Like, it got bad on both ends with them. Yeah, Carlos asked it when she was on the Carlos show. Yep. Hi Zeke. Where's Goldie at, child? I don't know, because Goldie would have probably told her to stay away from him. Not add her to the prayer list, but I just wanted to see what y'all's opinion would be to that, child. All right. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Xavier, you would know the answer to this. Okay, rappers who have the last name Savage, are they all part of a clique, just like the YSL people and stuff like that? Like, are all of them part of the same clique? And I'm asking for a reason. Here over the weekend, there was a shooting at Tyson's Corner. Now, for those of you who are not in the area, Tyson's Corner is a high-end mall. Like, Tyson's Corner is where you're going to find your Louis, your Gucci, your Prada, your Burberry. That's a high-end mall. And it's in a high-end part of Virginia, right? And there was a shooting there. It wasn't like a mass shooting. They said it was an altercation where the people would end up with somebody started shooting. The person that they identified, they're saying that it is a local. There's more than one Savage rapper. Okay. They said that it was a local rapper, a DC rapper by the name of No Savage. And so I was wondering if there's a connection. Is this No Savage person connected to, would they be part of the same clique with 21 Savage? Because I never heard of him. But that, y'all know that don't mean nothing to me. I know I don't, it don't mean nothing. But they looking for him, child. They looking for him. Hey, Jen. Hey, Zeke. How you doing? That's my spot. I'm glad I didn't decide to go there that day. That's your spot, Miss Sharon? I ain't been to Tyson's Corner in a minute. I used to work out there. I haven't been to Tyson's Corner probably in a minute. It's been a minute since I've been out Tyson's Corner. I only heard of 21 Savage. I don't think so. You mean like those ASAP click? Yeah. So his name is just No Savage. It's no connection. It's no connection to 21 Savage. Okay. That's what I'm saying, little baby. You know I don't know all these people, child. You know I'm too old for all of this, child. Okay, well, anyway, so yeah, that's who's wanted. He's a rapper by the name of No Savage. But he does have prior charges for gun stuff. So I guess they're gonna find. Thank God nobody was killed, nobody was hurt, but I'm sure y'all saw the footage of the people running from the mall and stuff like that. Just at the mall, minding their business, child. Just minding their business. All right, I just thought I would mention that. Okay, got two more stories, and then we're gonna get ready to get out of here. I got two more stories. So, Saucy Santana. Now listen. I want people who were not familiar with Saucy Santana to understand that Saucy Santana has been problematic for a minute, okay? Saucy Santana says things. Y'all remember a couple of years ago he got shot down to the strip club because they said that he was trying to twerk on somebody and they got mad at him because they were like, dude, like, leave us alone. We're not gay. Like we at the strip club. Leave me alone. Like, I don't want you twerking on me. And he felt like, you know, he didn't understand why the person would get mad at, you know, because they were like, well, you know, I was just dancing, you know, like the ladies was dancing while I couldn't dance. Because people don't want you dancing on them, and that's it, and that is their prerogative. Like, so let's be clear. This isn't new with him saying problematic stuff. Like even the stuff last week with Blue Ivy, like that's nothing new. So he was on stage this weekend, and I'm paraphrasing y'all because I'm not gonna go find the footage. But he said something along. He paraphrased. He said, "Gays run the world." He said, when y'all want to get y'all hair done, who y'all call? When y'all want a stylist, who do y'all call? When y'all need, what did he say? I know he said hair done, stylist. I don't think he said nails done. But whatever he said, he was like, who do y'all call? No, this is a regular mall. This is an indoor mall. At least the last time I went to Tyson's Corner, it was an indoor mall. Right, yeah. And then when he got shot, he started talking about he was a celebrity, sir. Nobody knew you like that. So I just want to know y'all's opinion on that. I don't automatically jump to the conclusion that he's trying, because some people were saying, oh, he's trying to say that, you know, that gay people do stuff better than natural women, like natural born women. I didn't take it to that extent. I didn't feel like he was comparing what gay men do to like, oh, they're better than. I did feel like he was trying to make a point of, because it is pride. And I think he was trying to make a point of, y'all hate on the gays until you need something. What's up, Mimi? How you doing? That's how I took it. I didn't take it as, oh, he's trying to say he better than women. I didn't take. People took it to that extreme, and that's not how I feel like he took it. Because let's just use the Kim Burrells, for example. Let's use the Kayas, for example. The same people that will make homophobic statements and make problematic statements about the LGBTQ community, they'll be the first ones to call somebody that's LGBTQ when they need a service from them. And let's be real. We know, and that doesn't mean that there aren't skilled women who do these same services. We would be foolish to say that there aren't skilled women who can do hair, that there aren't skilled women who can style you, that there aren't skilled women who can make a badass outfit. We would be stupid to say that. And I don't feel like that's what he was saying. But I do feel like in the month of Pride, he was trying to say, listen, we're good enough when you need our talent. We should always be good enough, right? That's how I took it. Now, if y'all took it differently, put it in the chat, because that's how I took it. Now, again, it's Saucy Santana, and I think people, you know, maybe his presentation ain't always what people want it to be, but I didn't take it that way. I do my own hair. The Vietnamese ladies do my nails. A Bajan lady alters my clothes, right? Saucy was speaking how everyone, especially women, will play friendly in our faces when they need something. Hold on, let me scroll back up. when they need something, and then be the ones to call us F words and everything. I didn't take it like that. To me, I thought he was talking about those that hate on the LGBT community until they need or want something from them. Exactly. He was saying that hip hop community dislike the gays, but behind the scenes, gay folks are the stylists, hairdressers, and makeup artists, but it didn't come out right. Okay. That's how I took it though. So it came out right for me because that's exactly how I took it. But I understand what you're saying because clearly everybody didn't take it that way. I think it was misinterpreted. Having gay friends, they feel the same way. Hold on, y'all. Having gay friends, they feel the same way, but behind the scenes, wait a minute. This thing it moves when the only want you around if you can do hair, nails, makeup, or replica prom dress for the low. I take everything he says with a grain of salt. Yeah, I think because of the messenger, people didn't listen necessarily to the message. Saucy work my nerves, but I love that song Booty. I do like Booty, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I do like Booty. I like Let Me See You Walk. I like that. You know, I don't think he needs to get another BBL. He keeps talking about he want another BBL. I think you find Saucy, your BBL is fine. Cause see now what you're doing is you're making me nervous. You're making me think that you about to go into Lil' Kim territory and it's gonna be too much. Your BBL that you got is fine. You do not need another one. You do not need to make your butt bigger. I think your butt is fine the way it is, Saucy. I think if it was bigger, I think it would look buffoonish. I don't like it. I wouldn't like it. Thank you, Miss Honey. If y'all haven't liked the video, please hit that like button. If you stumbled across me, I'm live. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is both what? Free 99. It is free 99. Go ahead and hit that button. Y'all go ahead and hit that button. But yeah, Saucy, you don't need another BBL. You're fine. Your BBL, your lipo, whatever you did, you look fine, sir. You look fine. I don't think you need to add no more. Okay, you good. You are good the way you are. You know, that's my opinion. You don't need to do no more. You good. Okay. If he get another BBL, he'll topple over like a sissy cup. Yeah, I just don't think that he need to do another one, child. Saucy already looks buffoonish. He needs to get a reduction. His dress always riding up. But my thing is, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I know y'all gonna say that y'all don't believe me when I say this, and that's fine. I ain't gotta believe me, but y'all, I didn't know it was a BBL until he said he wanted another one. I just thought he had a big booty. Cause I mean he's thick. So I just thought he had a big butt. I really didn't know he had a BBL. What's up, Six Sad World? He still look bad. Y'all are terrible. Okay, y'all are terrible. Okay. Anyway, so H.E.R, the R&B artist, H.E.R, H.E.R, she is suing, and you don't need any more sideburns either. Yeah, no, he definitely don't need no more sideburns. Not refrigerator. Oh, y'all are terrible. Refrigerator shades. Okay, I'm not doing this with y'all. He had a tummy tuck, and I could tell I ain't gonna say I could tell he had a tummy tuck, but I could tell he lost weight in his stomach area. Because he was definitely thicker. He was definitely thicker before. He had a little more belly. He had a little bit more belly. Oh my gosh. Just like William, the doughboy. Child. The William, oh gosh. Now I could tell his just his don't look okay, that's okay. We're not gonna do that. Okay, moving on. Yeah. So shout out, it was 140 people in the chat. Shout out to the 140 people in the chat. I hope y'all have all hit that subscribe button. Now, so y'all, I don't care what he looks like. Boo, do you? I'm not going to talk about that man. I want a tummy tuck. Child, I want more than a tummy tuck. I need more than a tummy tuck. Okay. But I mean, that's why I ain't gonna hate on nobody for getting surgery, because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I would never do it. That's a lie. And look, I'd be telling y'all a lie if I was gonna say that I would never think about doing surgery. I'd be lying. And they don't need me lying. Ain't no need me that's a lie that they need that ain't worth telling. Now he was shaped like a whale. Dee. Anyway, so H.E.R is suing her record label. She is suing her record label because she said that basically they have her working past her original contract, which she signed when she was 14 years old. And she is saying that that record contract expired in 2019. She also said that not only did that contract expired in 2019, but her record, the head of her record label, did not negotiate her new contract in good what's the word I'm looking for? Not in good standing, in good faith. That they did not renegotiate in good faith because they basically got their lawyers to represent her to do the new extension of her original, right, thank you, good faith, of her original contract. And as a result, basically signed her to a contract that, I had something else I want to talk to y'all about. Okay. That wasn't that extended to, hey Villanova, what's up, boo? That extended to a contract that she's saying was basically is illegal in the state of California, which is where her contract was signed, under the labor law 20, I think it was like 28 something. These types of contracts are only good for 7 years, and after 7 years, basically the way that her record company renegotiated her extension is illegal. And so she is suing them, basically saying that they are making her work under a contract that is not valid. What's up, Extra Smoke Dragon? Record companies are old swindlers. Plantation ain't changed as the NFL. Listen, let me tell you something. And I say, listen, Extra Smoke, you ain't said nothing but the truth. I say, y'all know, I tell y'all that all the time. When it comes to these record labels, and it comes, and it's not that I don't have any, it's not that I don't have any sympathy. I don't have any sympathy for certain situations. In her situation, I have a lot of sympathy because she was 14 and she did her 7 years. She did what she was supposed to do, and that contract should have expired in 2019. And we've had the whole Panorama, so maybe she ain't had time to go and fix it or renegotiate or whatever the situation that happened. But multiple truths can exist. Some women use, you talking about some women use gay men when it's convenient. With that said, he was definitely coming for our necks with that statement he made. They always are. Interesting. Okay. It's better. Let me say, in this day and age, with the way the world is today, it's nowhere in the world I would sign a record deal. If I were talented, if I could sing and I wanted to go into the music industry, and somebody like her who can write her own music and she's as talented as she is. Now at 14, I understand. Like, I ain't talking about that. But I'm saying it's nowhere in the world that because the world is just too wide open. The independent artists at this point, and I mean, I'm not D, you will probably be in a better position to make sure I'm using the right language. But oh, wait a minute, hold on. Villanova said, and my friends are suing her for stealing and sampling without permission music she received awards for. Boy, I tell you, it just goes round and around and around and around we go. That's what I'm saying. That's okay. So do you basically answered the question I was going to ask you. At this point, I wouldn't sign with a record label. I would just get a really good manager, because there's just too many things that you can do as an independent artist these days. That's the same thing with some projects that I'm about to start working on. I'm doing them independently. Now, is it harder? Yeah, it's harder. But shit, you can't cheat nobody but yourself. Okay. Wait, what? I watched the unsung episodes to be wary of all contracts. Listen. If I was to ever go back into the music game, I would do it. Listen, I would recommend anybody at this point in the game. I would recommend anybody to do it independently. Ain't nowhere in the world I would recommend anybody to go sign with a record label. I wouldn't. A management team, yes. A record label, no. And even with a management team, you still have to do your homework. You still have to do your homework. Be very careful. Be very leery. Now, let me tell y'all something about Miss Villanova. Now, she probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. But y'all, if Villanova said what she just said, I believe her. Because Villanova, she know people. She connected, okay? Now I done told y'all to check her channel out before, but y'all go over there. She interviewed one of my girls over there. My girl who sings Harlem Blues from Mo Better Blues, Cinda Williams. And that was a good interview with Cinda Williams. And she interviewed was it Ed Harris? Did I say? I feel like I said that wrong. It wasn't Ed Harris. It wasn't. Put it in the chat, Villanor. Put it in the chat because I know I said it wrong. I know it's not Ed Harris. Oh my gosh, I keep seeing Ed Harris, and I know that's not who it was. She had some good interviews over there. So anyway, I said that to say she knows people in the entertainment industry. So I believe everything she just said. Okay. Ed Gordon, thank you. I knew Harris wasn't right, y'all. I knew Harris wasn't right. Ed Gordon, thank you. I knew Ed Harris wasn't right. I don't even know who the hell Ed Harris is, but for some reason his name I couldn't get it out. She better get with, oh, did they like to call corny? His name on the tip of my tongue. You just subscribe to her. Yeah, y'all check out Villanor. Villanor does some that's who I was telling y'all about yesterday when I was telling y'all that I was over there and she talked about how she plays spades and I was like, I play Bid Whist. Now I whoop your ass in some spades too now. Ooh, but Bid Whist is my game. Yeah, be independent, but then you as the artist will pay for everything. Ass Ace Hood, fine ass. Listen, I don't have no problem paying for everything because I'm gonna make money off everything. I would never forget. I told y'all this before. This was years ago. I mean, years ago. Y'all know Ice Cube is my ex-husband before I had to divorce him. Y'all know I had to divorce him last year or the year before last. We got a divorce. But before that, y'all know Ice Cube was my husband. And I have all of his albums. Like I have all of his music. And I remember Ice Cube dropped a double CD called War and Peace. One side of the CD was war, one side of the CD was peace, right? I mean, all the songs were, you know what I'm saying, the whole concept album. And that was the exact same year as I want to say Lean Back blew up. One of Fat Joe's songs blew up. I want to say it was one of Fat Joe's, so I think it was Lean Back. And I remember Ice Cube being in an interview and somebody asked him about the fact that he his album only sold like 10,000 units or something like that in its first week and they were comparing it to Fat Joe. And I remember Ice Cube breaking it down. Now I'm making up numbers right now because I don't remember the exact numbers. But essentially what Ice Cube said was, he said, okay, well, I dropped War and Peace on my own record label. I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed to a record company. So if I sell my CD for $20 a piece, I make $18 off of every CD I sell. He said Fat Joe is signed to a record label. Fat Joe might make 20 cents off of every CD he sells. So he might sell 100,000 CDs and I only sell 10 CDs, but I still make more money than him. So I'm okay with that. Like the way he broke it down, I was like, oh shit. Like when he said it, I was like, and ever since then, I looked at it totally different because he's right. If he makes $18 off of every CD he sells, if he only sells 10,000, 20,000 CDs, he's still doing better than the artists out here that's selling hundreds of thousands of singles or CD. You know what I'm saying? When you break the math down, he was like, Fat Joe don't even make $1 for every CD he sells. And it wasn't no shade at Fat Joe. He was just talking about the break. Oh yeah, when Left Eye broke it down, that will always be and that's why I say when it comes to certain things, I don't have any sympathy anymore because if y'all didn't learn from Berry Gordy, if y'all didn't learn from Diddy, like I don't know how many different examples people need to share with y'all for y'all to understand how the record industry is not your friend. Listen, think of the record industry as a casino. The house always wins. You are not the house. The record company is going to always win. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter how much you sell. The record company always wins. They are the house, baby. So they don't put nothing into advertising anymore. Hell nah. And my thing is, if I got to do my own If I have to do my own advertising, my own social media, I got to book my own shows. If I have to do all the work, what do I need you for? Because I can go to a studio, I could pay an engineer. What do I need you for? If the main purpose that people needed record companies for was distribution and advertising. If I could drop a mixtape on SoundCloud and I can run my social media and use the right hashtags, what do I need you for? Hey, Lamar, what's up, boo? Hey, what's up, T. Trisha? How you doing, Auntie? Hey, if you're signed to a label, money comes in. Touring independent, you get money from both. Exactly. Because that's the thing. Why do y'all think? Now, listen, y'all about to get mad at me. Y'all about to get mad at me. And I don't care because I know I love y'all. And we're gonna be right back here tomorrow. We're going to be right back here tomorrow. But listen, why do y'all think people like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, why y'all think they tour the way they tour? Michael Jackson. Yeah, they love their fans. Okay, that's great. Okay, cool. They tour the way they tour because that's how they make their money. Now, of course, once you become a superstar like Beyonce or a superstar like Janet, it ain't like they wasn't making money off of their album sales. Because, of course, and again, I'm no lawyer, so I ain't about to sit here and break down every single line of somebody's contract. But Janet Jackson got a big signing bonus when she signed her contract. That doesn't necessarily mean she was making, because I remember her, and this was years ago, y'all, obviously. I remember they were talking about how Janet Jackson was only making a couple of dollars per CD or something like that. But at the time, that was good. Like, based on what the industry was paying, she was still on the high end. But she still was only making a percentage of every CD sale. So she's making money off of touring and merchandising. And yes, her endorsements and stuff. When you look at these artists and again, yeah, they love their fans. That's great. But at the end of the day, that's where the bulk of their money comes in. The bulk of their money comes in from touring. Y'all saw when we did that documentary on Rick James. Remember when we talked, for the people who were here, remember when we talked about that documentary on Rick James? And he talked about the money, his touring, how much money he made off of his tours. Rick James, I think his Bustin' Loose tour in the 80s, remember they said in the documentary, he made like $20 million off of that tour. He wasn't making shit with Motown. Motown was his record label. He wasn't making shit with Motown. He was making money off of going on the road. I mean, he was snorting it up, but that's another conversation. Master P knows how to do it. Stay independent. Get your own distribution deal. You keep more money that way. Remember, that's what Tyler Perry did. For all the people that want to, as much as we want to hate on Tyler Perry, and I raise my hand, that's what Tyler Perry did. When he got offered, before he did Diary of a Mad Black Woman, he had been, what's up, Scotty? Mwah. What's up, boo? He had been offered multiple opportunities to do Madea movies, and they even offered him a TV show, Madea TV show. He turned all of it down because the contract wasn't right. And when he finally did Diary of a Mad Black Woman, why y'all think he filmed that damn movie at his own house? That was his actual house that he used in the movie, because he took $5 million of his own money and he did the movie himself. And he only went to was it who did his distribution? Golden. Damn it. Who was it that did Tyler Perry's distribution? Golden, whoever did his distribution deal, his first distribution deal. He only paid them to get the movie into the mainstream movie theaters. And he owed them Lionsgate. I don't know where I got. Yeah, Golden Gate. Okay, maybe I was thinking Golden Gate. Thank you, Lionsgate. He only paid Lionsgate for the distribution to make sure that the movie got into the mainstream movie theaters. He paid them back whatever that contract was. I forget the numbers now, but whatever that contract was, let's say it was $20 million. I'm just throwing out a number, y'all. $20 million. Diary of a Mad Black Woman made like $50 million this opening weekend. So the $5 million he paid out of his own pocket, the $20 million that he owed Lionsgate, he walked away the first weekend of Diary of a Mad Black Woman with a $30 million profit. Everything he made after that was 100% profit. And that's how he had a distribution deal. He never had to worry about going through, he did everything himself. Now, some might say that's good, that's bad, but it's neither here nor there. That's what he did. That's what he did. Anyway, y'all, that's what that was, child. Tyler Perry was able to use the chitlin circuit to launch himself. Absolutely, he did. He absolutely did. Listen. These stands be really thinking it's about them. I'm inclined to believe they still believe in Santa Claus. Child. How much money y'all think? Child. Anyway, I ain't even about to go down that road, child. Beyonce, Janet, and Michael have surpassed the common artists. They've branched out and are selling their image. Music is bread and butter, but it launches them for other brand deals. True. That's why K. Michelle left Atlantic. She was paying for all her own videos, on her publishing and all of that. She was moving independently anyway, so now she's independent. Exactly. It doesn't make sense. If I'm coming out of my pocket and I'm paying for everything, why the hell? What do I need? What do I need you for? Child. He was so smart. That's how he became a billionaire. Absolutely. He was so smart. He said, "You ain't crook or hook me." Yeah, I mean, he was like, I tell you what. Because remember, Tyler Perry already had an audience. Because of the chitlin circuit, he already had an audience. Tyler Perry had a built-in audience. So he wasn't coming to the table without nothing. The way Tyler Perry negotiated his deal with Turner Broadcasting was unheard of and groundbreaking as well. It was, yep, I remember that too, because he did his whole season before they even started showing what was his first show was The Pains, right? He had already filmed the whole season. Again, on his own dime. Not that's why he a billionaire now with his fall from grace wig. Like I said, now sometimes not having a boss is not always a good thing, because although I think some of Tyler Perry products have not been the best, okay, but even then, listen, he turning a profit, child. Okay, now let me ask y'all this. I got a good group in here now. I know y'all gonna give me this the Claudia Jordan, who, now let's be clear. Y'all know Claudia Jordan ain't my favorite person, because Claudia Jordan sometimes be saying some shit out her mouth that just, it'd be special. But Claudia Jordan made a point. I'm trying to find her. I don't want to misquote her. But Claudia Jordan did speak on Russell Wilson. I want to find it because I really don't want to misquote her, y'all. Claudia Jordan said on Fox Soul, she was saying how basically people give, I'm paraphrasing because I'm going to try to find it, but I'm paraphrasing until I can find it. Basically how people give Russell Wilson a bad name, or they give Russell Wilson a hard time because we celebrate mediocrity, right? And what she was saying was, because Russell Wilson speaks well, loves love, isn't afraid to show love, isn't afraid to show, isn't afraid to show that, he loves his wife and he respects his wife and things of that nature, that people disrespect him and they call him soft and they call him all these other names. I'm trying to find, I want y'all to hear exactly what she said, because I really don't like to paraphrase. Because we have started celebrating mediocrity. We've started celebrating, broken English, and we've started celebrating bad grammar, and celebrated, not showing love and not showing respect to our significant other. And that's like a downfall to where we are today. And I mean, I just want to know how y'all feel about that. I'm really still trying to find what she actually said to y'all. I mean, how do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? And again, I know it's Claudia Jordan, and sometimes, but don't pay attention to the message, the messenger. Think about the message for a second. The message. What do y'all think? While y'all typing that, I'm still trying to find it. I look at so many sites, y'all. I forget what site I saw it on. I should have wrote it down. Here it is right here. Hold on, I'm gonna play it because I want y'all to hear exactly what she said. Look at my niece. Look at my niece. My niece just texted me, want to know if I had Zeus. Y'all know why she texted me, want to know if I had Zeus, right? Because y'all know she want my password. I ain't fooling with her. She probably in the bushes listening right now. I ain't fooling with you, Niecy.
We got ratchet. Before we started praising the lowest of the low, before we started like thinking it was cool to be dumb and ignorant and like purposely misspeaking, misspelling, sounding ignorant and dumb. Before we started praising the lowest of the low, it reeks of low self-esteem as a culture. To say, oh, this is black if you're ignorant. But when you're not, we equate that with being white. So we're going to give that to the white man? Like they have the exclusivity rights on intelligence and class? Shouldn't we be like, yo, he's with us. You ain't black enough because you use proper English? So we really are saying that we're not capable of elevating, but then these are the same people that want to be referred to as a king. And then you have one actually treating a woman as a queen and actually carrying himself as a king. And we're going to sit here and try to take his black card from him because he's not acting up. He's not acting up, wilding out. Mm-hmm. It is so ridiculous. And then we say, we're not a monolith. But then if you don't do these things, like you said, Q, you're not one of us and you can't sit with us. Stop doing this to other black people. Stop making black people feel guilty for being classy and intelligent and carrying themselves in a way that we should all be trying to aspire to be. Mm-hmm. Like, it is ridiculous that the hate for Sierra is because she moved on from a future. So all these like future F boys that are like him, future lights, y'all feel some kind of way because I hit you in the gut because you feel that, right? You know your girl deserves better. I really wish we can get away from that and start praising that. His blackness should not be in question because he's not ignorant. Mm-hmm. We should stop. We need to stop embracing that. We ain't that. You give pussy to a nigga.
So let me say this. As an educator, I deal with this every single day. Kids, not just boys, but the girls too, they don't want to be seen as smart. It's like there's something wrong with being smart. Like we have turned being smart into a bad thing. Getting good grades is a bad thing. Nobody, even my kids who are, and that's why I've started teaching like the advanced kids. And I really like teaching the advanced kids, not because they behave better or whatever, because I ain't got no problem with the behavior. Y'all know I used to teach at the jail. I've had the baddest of the bad. I used to teach murderers or alleged murderers. So that the behavior isn't my issue. But I love teaching kids who want to learn. I love teaching kids who aren't afraid to admit that they like learning. They compete with each other, not in a mean way, a malicious way, but they want to give me the right answer. And when they don't know something, you know what? I never have to tell them to look it up. I have one of my students in my class, I call her my Google. Because the minute there's a question, if I say, hey, what does such and such mean? Do y'all know this? Do y'all know that? And she is typing. I hear her. Because she like, I might not know it. I'm about to find an answer. I enjoy that. That makes me excited to teach. But I have just the opposite. I have another class. They don't say nothing. It's like pulling teeth. Not only do they, and it was so funny. I played Jeopardy last week. I played Jeopardy with my kids, right? And it was like the whole year, stuff from what we learned all year long. And some of the kids that were getting questions right were shocking the other kids because they didn't know that these kids were actually quote unquote smart. Why didn't they know that these kids were smart? Because they weren't speaking up, because they didn't raise their hand, because they didn't talk about knowing the information. But as their teacher, I knew they knew the information because I graded their work. I knew they weren't dumb because I graded their work. And you should have heard the kids going, wait a minute, how does he know that answer? Wait a minute, she getting all the answers right. Da-da-da-da-da. And it was so funny because I let them pick their own groups, right? It was so funny to watch who they picked. I was like, they don't even know. He know all the answers. They don't want him on their group because he don't say nothing. Okay. But we've created this environment where kids don't want to be seen as smart. And I agree with her 100%. And I've said that from the beginning. Like, people they've been giving Russell Wilson a hard time. And I'm like, what has he done to y'all? Other than love his wife, love on his wife, and be loud about loving on his wife. He's an excellent football player. Which you mad because he speaks proper grammar? You're mad because, he grew up around white people. Like, what we mad about this man? What did he do? What did he do so wrong? I passed on the gifted program in 5th grade. They forced me to test and I tanked it because you tease those kids on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. Now we need a jailhouse teacher story time. Child, I thought I had told y'all some stories before. Let me tell y'all something. I loved working at the jail. The only reason why I left the jail is because I wanted to move into administration, and the options were limited in that agency. The options were limited as to what I could do as far as positions outside of the classroom, even though I'm right back in the damn classroom now. I did administration and I'm back in the classroom, but anyway, that's another conversation. We made smart uncool. Right. Even that whole storyline with Urkel on Family Matters, it perpetuated that because Urkel was dorky and nobody liked Urkel and nobody wanted Urkel around. But when he showed up as Stefan, ooh, everybody loves Stefan, right? Claudia is right. They don't expect Russ or H.E.R to talk about how cute Carisha is when she asks Diddy how he is. Right. How he is. I don't think there's an actual black card. Claudia, bring it down. Well, I mean, the proverbial black card. I remember reading somewhere that people want their heroes, celebrities, favorites, etc., with faults and basics so they can feel they relate to them and one day be like their favorite. I don't mind feeling like people are like relatable. Like I already told y'all, I don't think there's too many people that I would fan out about. Like if I met them in person, it ain't too many people that I would be like, like most of the time. And I've met celebrities and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I don't ask for autographs. I'm not gonna say I would never ask for a picture. That's a lie. But there have been times when I have been around celebrities and I have not asked for a picture. I don't think like that because I don't look at them as anything that, like I said, now there's certain people, y'all know that there's certain people that I would absolutely lose my mind over. But I'm much more of I would love to sit down and have a conversation with that person versus let me get an autograph. What am I doing with an autograph? What the fuck is an autograph? I've never understood the concept of an autograph. Unless you I'm a big, y'all know I love sports. Unless you autographing your card that maybe I could sell because now it's worth something, I don't understand autographs. Unless it's something specific, like you just walking down the street and you got a piece of paper and you see a celebrity and you randomly ask that celebrity to sign that piece of paper. I don't understand that concept. Now, like I said, I think the last celebrity that I asked to sign anything that wasn't something that I could sell later, it was Alonzo Mourning. I was in high school and I ran into him at the fair, like at not the fair. We don't call it the fair. We call it the carnival. He was at the carnival. And even when it was over, I was like, I mean, I taped it up. I taped it to my mirror. I remember I had to tape to my mirror for the rest of high school. And when I left for college, I threw it away. Because it was just on a random piece of paper. Like, it didn't mean anything. It wasn't on. Now, if I'd had like a Georgetown Hoyas, because that's when he was playing for the Georgetown Hoyas. If I had a Georgetown Hoyas program and I got him to sign it, I probably would have held on to that for a while. But just a random piece of paper, like, I don't understand it. If I met Whoopi, now y'all already know if I met Whoopi Goldberg, I would lose my freaking mind. Y'all already know. What's up, Danny? Y'all already know that. Now that goes without asking. Lauren, you already know I would fall the fuck out if I met Whoopi Goldberg. I would miss it because I would probably pass out. I don't know if I pass out. But even then, I've always told y'all what I always tell y'all I would love to do with Whoopi Goldberg. I would love to sit down with her once I got over the, oh my gosh. I would love to sit down with her, let her smoke a J, let me sip on my Jack, and I would love to just talk to her for like 45 minutes. Just uninterrupted, 45 minutes to an hour, just have a conversation with her. Exactly. I'm a background actor for film and television, and I've met a lot of celebrities, but you get further with them when you don't fangirl. They actually converse with you if you don't. Yeah. I mean, I've run into, and again, I ain't saying that it's all that, but I've run into celebrities, and it's just like, you got Whoopi Goldberg's autograph when you was young. Listen, now, y'all, I told y'all now. Y'all know if I ran into Whoopi Goldberg now, I would fangirl. Whoopi Goldberg, Michelle Obama, Oprah. But even then, again, I still would want to talk to them. I would love to sit down and talk to them. Hey, April Guile. Did I say April Guile? April Close 10, child. My 8-year-old son is going through that now. He told me he gets picked on for being quiet, making all A's, and having his homework. I keep my kids in public school, though, because he's had the same teachers as me and his siblings. Oh, wow. And that's what I'm saying. As an educator, I hate that. I hate that we've created that environment where kids feel like they can't be smart. I hate it. I have an autograph from Sarah Jessica Parker. My friend and I went to her pop-up shop in Vegas. I didn't buy any shoes, so she signed the shoebox tag and took a pic with me. She was gracious. Now I can see that because she has a shoe line. Like, okay, she signed the shoebox, tag. That's cute. And you were at a pop-up shop, so she kind of expected that. But, when you see celebrities out, like you said, just doing celebrity stuff, not Charles Barkley. Now, is it on a card or anything? Because, I don't even need to tell you that. Hold on, y'all be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that. I ate chocolate covered strawberries with Vanessa Williams from New York City. It was the same night I met Whoopi. Girl, that sounded like a hell of a night you had, child. I met Chuck Brown at the airport and got a pic with him the year before he passed. Oh, wow. Now, I met Chuck Brown a lot of times because I ran it. I ran in them circles, so I met Chuck Brown a lot. I'm real cool with his daughter. And my brother hung out with the go-go people, and my brother played congos and stuff. So, yeah. I have an instant baddie friend, and I visit her in ATL. We ran into Charles Barkley and played pool with him. Oh, wow. You could have bet. Just be normal. I met J-Lo, and she is pretty nice in person. I have Vernon Davis signed football helmet, and I was trying to give them away to give him as a fundraiser. I have met actors and singers. It's not a big deal. I taught Vernon Davis's sisters. He has 2 younger sisters, and I taught them. So yeah, I taught, and they used to miss school all the time to go to his football games. This when he was still playing. It was the year he went to the Super Bowl when he was playing for Denver. It wasn't a local team, and they went to the Super Bowl. They actually went to the Super Bowl and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. Which I meeting Barack Hussein Obama will also be a dream. Oh yeah, I would love to meet. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I thought that was a good point. Like I said, Claudia Jordan. We know that Claudia Jordan can be We know Claudia Jordan can be problematic, child. But now Juice WRLD was such a sweet kid when I met him. He was so sweet to my kids, especially my son. Was scared to take a pic with him because he was so cool. I didn't even know who Juice that boy was till he passed away. Why didn't you get Anthony Mason autograph in New York at the night? Child, we was too busy going to jail that night. Child, we was too busy going to jail. We was too busy going to jail, child. He's too busy going to jail. I didn't go to jail. For the record, I didn't go to jail. For the record, I didn't go to jail. The people I was with went to jail. They was fighting. I didn't go to jail, but I was there. I told y'all that story. I think that's a member. Is that a members only story, or did I tell y'all? Did I tell everybody that story? I think I told her. I think I did a members only, telling that whole story, child. I told y'all I call that my New York undercover weekend, because baby, I went to New York for the weekend. I went to a birthday party. I went to 2 clubs. I went to jail. I mean, I didn't go to physical. I didn't go into the jail. I went to the jailhouse. Went to an arraignment. Went to a hospital. Went to breakfast. Went back to my hotel and went the hell home. Listen, I was in New York for 72 hours and I saw my hotel room once. Okay, I saw my hotel room one time. I mean, well, technically 3 times. When I checked in, I changed my clothes once. I got my luggage and went the hell home. Child, I was all over New York that weekend. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I told that story. It was members only. Okay, yeah, I told that story of members only, child. So if y'all want the whole New York undercover weekend, y'all gotta go to the members only playlist, because baby, oh, that was a story. Whew. I think about that soundbite from TikTok. Oh, we had a time last night. Oh, Deshaun Jackson. Oh, Deshaun Jackson's a hothead. Yeah, he's a hothead. Mm-hmm. You kissed Alan Payne. Oh, girl. Oh, my. My grands recently met Whoopi and took photos with her. Y'all know how I feel about Whoopi. Y'all know how I feel about Whoopi. Oh, y'all know how I feel about Whoopi. I was tweeting Whoopi about Paradise Square. I added her every time I tweeted because I know how much she loves Broadway. I added her on Paradise Square because I was hoping she would go see it. And then she would be like, this was in my dream. This was in my dream. And then she would be on The View and be like, you know, one of my people kept tweeting me. ReallyBTV kept tweeting me about going to see Paradise Square. And I went to go see it. And it was so good. Thank you, ReallyBTV. Y'all, I think I would pass out if she gave me a shout out. But I be tweeting her. Child. He wasn't a hothead when I was going off on his ass, dead in his face. Oh wow. I watched some local thugs plot on Stephon Marbury's chain at the club. Okay, y'all. This is everybody's celebrity outings. Let me get it off here, y'all. I've been on here listen, y'all know I don't be on here this long. Daggone, it's after 8 o'clock. Let me get in here. I ain't even ate my dinner yet, y'all. Let me get in here and eat my dinner. And I gotta figure out what time I gotta be at work tomorrow. You always tagging Janet. Listen, I love me some Janet too now. I love me some Janet. Janet owed me a concert because I had tickets for her concert that got canceled because of the Rona. If you met Beyonce, you would never. That's great for y'all. Yeah, that's great for y'all. Anyway, thank you again. Thank you, April, again for the super chat. I appreciate it too. I appreciate it so much. I want to thank you guys for coming through. At our peak, I think we had 140 people in the chat. If you are not subscribed to the channel, if you stumbled over here and you found me by accident, please hit that subscribe button. Everybody, please hit the like button on your way out, because you know why? It's free 99. It is free 99. Okay? And I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great day. All right? Mwah. Peace.